Discord. Okay. That's everyone on Discord. I just need to tell my phone contacts. Okay. I think that is everyone I wanted to tell. Now, where were we? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I put the tools back on. It was okay. Okay. We've got this. Make Nai. There she is. Lost Lace. Saracen, thank you for showing up. Dude! 1,601 damage on my first try of the day. Granted, I used most of my shards, but I've got bundles. So I use 9 bundles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And a Silk Eater. Yeah. And then it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bind. 7, 8, 9. Using 9 units of Plasmium turns my health into Plasmium, which will heal over time. I heal 1 HP every 6 seconds. So as long as I can dodge for 12 seconds straight, or no, there's an attack that does 3 damage. As long as I can dodge for 18 seconds straight, I am immortal. Yeah, I did this last night. I didn't win the fight because I wanted my first victory to be on stream. But I practiced this fight and got to the final phase without tools. That means no Plasmium, no flies, no tax. Well, I still used blue and yellow tools because you don't consume them, and you don't need to like repair them. Oh dang, I wasted all my silk by trying to craft. Oh, that one was a little less impressive. Okay, so that brings me up to... Yeah, perfect. Okay, I don't want to use my last Silk Eater. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna collect my cocoon and then save and quit, which will teleport me back to the bench. I'm not actually gonna fight this time. I just want to collect my cocoon without needing to use a Silk Eater. Okay. So I've got my cocoon. Now I can do my setup. Yeah. I want to save that Silk Eater for if I have to leave the Abyss to get more shards. I already have the money to buy more shard bundles if I need to do that. But I can't buy them here. I have to go back to Bellheart. Okay, so it was if I use a bundle now, I would waste 5 shards. 5 isn't a whole lot, but I don't really want to waste any. Okay. I'll use more bundles after crafting. That's pretty funny. Okay, so first step is to throw 4 cogflies into the air. Probably. I did send an anonymous ask to a person. Oh, come on. Okay, I just need to dodge long enough to tank some hits. Ouch. Dang it. I don't have my reserve bind. I was supposed to use it during the transition. Hopefully I don't need it. I just need this transition to last for 12 more seconds. Okay, 6 more seconds. Dang it. Okay, I'm back to full health. Well, I was. Pow, pow, pow. Pow, 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 This is what, my third try? Dude! The Cogfly was the last hit, just like on your fight with Lost Lace. Well, looks like we're fighting Khan. I was like, if we have any time left after Lost Lace, we'll fight Khan, and looks like we have plenty of time. Do you want to stick around and watch me fight Khan? Yeah! Although, admittedly, I did use cheese strats to beat this boss, but yeah, I'll take it. I'm more like a demigod gamer, I guess. Because, yeah. So, yeah. True ending. No, I am only going to seek one memento that I don't have, and that is the one I get from the fourth heart, which is, Khan's heart. Yeah. I'm gonna get Khan's heart and call it a day. Yeah. But before I go seek Khan's heart, I'm gonna buy more shard bundles to replace the ones I used in the Lost Lace fight. And, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I didn't use glitches or anything. But I still use cheese strats. And I'm lactose intolerant. I'll have to do that fight again with, like, Reaper or something. Mhm. I didn't fight regular Garmond, but I think I would have to start a new file to fight him. If I remember correctly. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because he died. Like, Garmond died when I beat Lost Garmond. So yeah, I would have to start a new file to fight him. Rip Seth Goldman. Okay, so that's 2 mementos I get from bosses in the sands of Karak. Okay. That's like... You're talking about the Watcher at the Edge? Because that is another boss that I haven't fought. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, that one's not in a memory, so I actually do, like, use up shards when I would fight that boss. So I'm gonna fight Khan. Mm. Mhm. Anyway. I just realized I probably should have switched crests to, like, Shaman, so I could deal significant damage to the enemies in my way without using red tools. Yeah, I'll switch to Shaman. Just to get out of the abyss. Shaman is right here. I've played a tiny bit of Red and Fire Red. I just wasn't really that interested. Oh, and Scarlet. Um, I really like Fire and Shades of Red, okay? I'm just... Maybe when Gen 10 comes out, I might check that out. Because I heard that they're gonna do, I heard that Gen 10 is gonna come out next year. Um, so I might check out one of those games. I'm not getting both. Anything fire themed. In Scarlet and Violet, it was Fuecoco. In Fire Red, it was Charmander. In Original Red, it was also Charmander. Um, hmm. I'm a fire guy. Uh, it's on Anna's Switch. I have Scarlet, and Anna has Violet. And I know they're, like, cross-compatible, or whatever. Like, you can do, like, cross-play with, one player playing Scarlet and another playing Violet. Yeah, the Shaman Bind takes a long time, even if you're already on the ground when you start it. But if you're in the air, it takes even longer, because you have to fall to the ground before healing. Anyway, I have plenty of money, so I'm just gonna go buy some shard bundles. The Forge Daughter sells them as well, but since I'm gonna warp to Belheart, uh, Mm. Yeah, that's a cute one. I mean, they're all cute. But, like, Squirtle's a pretty cute one. And I know in type matchups, water beats fire, so if we go with our favorites from Gen 1, then you would win. Yeah. Oh, wait. Actually, I would win against Saracen. Rika would win against me. Saracen would win against Rika if we went with our favorites from Gen 1. Yeah. I think that's how it would go. Shaw. Oh, wait, no. Duh, we're supposed to fast travel to Bellheart. Bellheart. Hearts of Bells. Yeah. Of course, I probably know the least about Pokemon out of the three of us, because I've only played a tiny bit. I've only played Red, Fire Red, and Scarlet, and I haven't finished any of them. Anyway, we're gonna buy more, fudge. We're gonna buy more shards, unstring some rosaries, and then use those to buy even more shards. We're not gonna need this many shards for Khan because he is inside of a memory. Let's see, 7, so we need 13. Oh, wait, no. There we go. We need 16. Okay. 16 times 50 is 800, right? Yeah, it's 800. Okay. Which means... There we go. We just need 9 more. There's an enemy that drops 12 in Shellwood, which is right over here. So we'll just go kill that guy. Yeah. Killing. Okay, lovely. So we got the money we needed. Now all we need to do is buy the 16 bundles. And I guess we'll check our Crawbell as well. Okay, let's... We're just gonna keep buying these until we can't carry anymore. You can have up to 20 bundles. There we go. Oh. Okay. Guess we didn't have to kill that guy. It's fine. We're not playing a pacifist run or anything. Anyway, so our next order of business is to head to the Sands of Karak. Which is right next to the Blasted Steps. I just realized I should have equipped Reaper. That's what I usually use for exploration. It's fine. I don't want to use tools, and Shaman is the best crest for dealing damage without tools. So, yeah. Then we go left. Then we go past this corpse. And then we go into this building. Then we go sit on this bench and switch crests. Perfect. And then we play the Needlin on this king, and we can go into his memory. Now, last few times I tried to fight this king, the enemies leading up to him didn't spawn, and thus I wasn't able to kill them, which means I couldn't reach the king. That was a little bit frustrating. Okay, so it was... Okay, so it was... Now we're gonna overdose again, because that worked so well against Lost Lace. And then it was... Yeah. probably use cog flies. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is the one where some of the enemies fall through the floor sometimes. I'm just gonna hope they don't. Yes, they didn't! Just gotta let my HP recover. You know what? Actually, if I get hit 2 more times, I'll have full silk. Perfect. Now I just need to let my HP recover to full. This is the furthest I've gotten, by the way. Usually the enemies in the second wave of the second gauntlet, which is, you know, the one I'm on. But I think this is like the 5th wave. Anyway, the enemies in the second wave of the second gauntlet just fall through the floor, and I can't kill them. And the third wave just doesn't spawn. two of these guys. Dang it. Was that the end of the second gauntlet, by the way? Those two big guys? Because that's very similar to the High Halls gauntlet, where there was a big guy in the middle and two of the same guy at the end. Okay, I do need full silk in order to set up my overdose properly. No cog flies because I do want to collect more silk. And when cog flies damage an enemy, I don't get silk. We kill all but one of those guys. Okay, there's only one guy left. At least in this wave. Which I think is the last wave of this gauntlet. Okay. 18 seconds, okay. $12 seconds. Okay, back to 18. Yeah, 12. 6 seconds. Can I keep this up for 6 seconds? Yes! Oh wait, I forgot, no cog flies here. I was supposed to not use them until I got silk from these guys. That's fine. Second wave. Or second gauntlet. First wave. Okay, second wave spawned in. That's a good sign. Cool. Dang it, I should have gotten out of the way. I had more plasmium to inject as well. Okay. Okay, so no cog flies between gauntlets, because the enemies between gauntlets should be killed by me. That way I get silk from them. I'm pretty sure I made it to the end of the second gauntlet. You said there's like a shortcut I can open up after the third one? Oh, it's just one guy. There it was. So I fight the... Okay, I probably could have waited a little longer. The glitch hasn't happened once today. That's the second gauntlet. Not a good sign that I have cogflies here. Okay. Just gotta make sure I wait for my health to heal. 30 seconds. And you know what? While I'm waiting for my health to heal, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Okay. Okay. I'll have to waste those cogflies. Okay, we're at the 3rd floor. I have never made it here before. Through no fault of my own. I mean, there was like a glitch that prevented the enemies from spawning in. Okay, 3rd floor. cannot use items while in a memory? Oh. So I'm just out of shards. Dang it. I should have just gotten out of the way. That was the third gauntlet. It's the furthest I've made it. I wish there was a way to kill cogflies, like, early. So that I could go into the third gauntlet without... So I do have to Silksong to get out of here. That's fine. And it was... Yeah, I'm not gonna craft extra plasmium unless I also need to craft other things. will craft once during the gauntlet and once between two gauntlets. Oh yeah. I could have gotten 5 silk, and I got 4. That's almost all. That's good. Okay, I'm just gonna let this guy sit here. Oh, he does go towards me. So I can do up to 23 damage per strike. The Architect hits 3 times. First hit is 19. The other hits are 2. Yeah. Dang it, I was just about to craft. Or not craft, inject with the plasmium. Okay. So the hunter's journal entries, do you just automatically get them when you no longer have access to the enemies those entries are about? Or do you literally have to kill as many enemies as possible? So you craft once before the gauntlet, once during, and once after. Oh, should have crafted more flies. Okay. Okay. Knock yourself out. Or, no, that's not the right response. Take care. What am I doing here? So right now, our goal is to get through these 4 gauntlets. So it was, okay. Dang it. I was just about to jump off that wall and craft. So you cannot use items inside memories. Okay. Trust King Khan. Yep. battle until the last gauntlet, the one with the boss. Actually, no. Oh, I was just about to heal. Never heard of Martin Short. And while I've heard of Conan O'Brien, all I know is I'm pretty sure he's not related to my mom. Anyway. I still can't believe I beat Lost Lace only 20 minutes into the stream. I decided to fight Crust King Khan, but I can't even beat his minions. I heard he's actually not that tough, but his minions are, you know, kicking my ass. Oh. Well, have fun. Okay. So I just need to Silksong here. That's 5 silk. 7 silk. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, I already have enough silk to bind again. I have enough silk to bind twice now. Plus the reserve bind, so I can bind without spending silk once per bench. Of course, there are no benches in memories. These guys have like 1 HP if I remember correctly. Oh, they've got 5, okay. But the first hit always does 4 damage, so they do take 2 hits to kill. Okay, I just need one more claw line. Yeah, I knew it. Okay. And then we craft. And now we just need to wait for our health to be full. It's okay. I made it to the third gauntlet once. I don't remember if you were there for that. These guys telegraph their attacks so well that I can dodge them pretty easily. Yeah, I can imagine. Both balls and syringes would probably help. But more like, I think balls would do a better job. Syringes are good for the enemies in the air. Balls are good for the ones on the ground. You know? So I made it here with full tools, full silk, and almost half my shards. That's the third gauntlet. You said there was a shortcut I could open up? Where's that? Huh? Okay. Oh wait, this is the first floor. Okay, so now I can just go to the top. Is there like a second shortcut that I need to open up, or is that it? Okay, that's the one? Okay, good. Sweet. That means when I die, I'll get all my tools and shards back. Ouch. Okay. So this is the final gauntlet then. And Khan is at the end of it. Okay. That's fine. Dying in the fourth gauntlet isn't as bad as dying in, say, the second or third. So I made it to Khan's gauntlet. Which means I'll probably be able to beat him pretty soon. And if I still have time, I'll fight the Watcher at the Edge, I guess. Just to see if I can. So with the Architect's Crest, I basically have access to 1,040 shards worth of tools. Because I can carry 3 red tools, which is, 80 shards worth per tool. That's 240 shards worth. Plus the 800 shards I can carry, which I can use to craft tools with the Architect's Crest. Okay, so it was, I wonder if I can use the shortcut without Silksong. I'm gonna try it. Because if I can, that means I can conserve my silk. Ignore my alarm. I can use the shortcut without Silksong. That's the top. There we go. that's it. That means I just need to fight Khan. Although if I lose, I do have to fight the gauntlet again. But only the last one. Oh, oops. Oh, I'm supposed to Silksong. I see. Oh, he said Karak. That's the place he's from. That'd be like if I said USA. First try. Now, Specton said he would give me $5 if I beat a boss first try, but I think he only meant for the stream that he said that in. So, yeah. Anyway, he also wasn't even watching this one. So, yeah. Plus, he's like half my age, and $5 is worth more to a 14-year-old than it would be to a 28-year-old. So, yeah. Anyway, that's that. When does it become a memento? Is it after I go back to the Bell Home? I'm gonna go to the Bell Home. Yeah. I already told you my age. Dude, like, I'm pretty sure I told you my age on my birthday. I don't actually remember if you were there. Bell Home? Okay. Yeah. I told you my age on my birthday. So how many mementos do I have? I think I can check that. No. I said it on stream on my birthday. Remember? I did that whole stream on my birthday, and yeah. Ugh. Oh, yeah, I guess that's fair. So I've got 3 mementos. That means after I beat this Watcher, I'll have half the mementos. And I think that's a good place to end it off. Or I could, try to beat Seth's high scores in Fleetopia. Anyway, where exactly do I go to fight the Watcher? You said Sands of Karak, which, I was just there, but... Cool. I will check out the map. I'm gonna head to the sands first. Actually, I should switch to Shaman Crest so I don't accidentally use any tools. If I accidentally press a tool button, I'll use a Silk skill instead. And, I can recover Silk by sitting at a bench. So yeah, switch to Shaman. I will switch back to Architect when I get to the boss. Yeah. Actually, I have no idea. I think... Yeah, Shocker used to be here. Okay, I will check on the map. And honestly, yeah, if I beat the Watcher at the Edge before the 6-hour mark, I'll just spend the rest of the stream playing minigames in Fleetopia. Okay, secret. Oh, I see. There's a secret, probably a breakable ceiling or something. I see. So I go down left. It's actually closer to the other entrance to Sands of Karak. But not that far down. Left. Which puts me in here. Yeah. I barely won that 3-lap race. Like I said, half the mementos is just a pretty good goal. Oh. Probably should have equipped the compass, because I am going to new ground. So I found the secret. Is there a bench here? I see the Watcher. There is not a bench here. There we go. Oh, it only has 900 health. This should be easy. That's half the health of Lost Lace. Okay. So, you're saying I should go to the Pinstress then? I remember the Pinstress is in Blasted Steps. Go down left. Okay. There should be a flag. Yep, Pinstress. And there we go. Then I will switch back to Architect. Okay. There we go. Actually, Architect has a terrible pogo. Maybe I should use Reaper. Actually, no. Architect is probably fine. And it was... there we go. Perfect. Yeah, I know. I saw he only has 900 health. Half the health of Lost Lace. Stupid wind. Okay, I gotta wait till I have 3 silk. Okay, I just need to fall into the... Dang it. I wasn't I think Lost Garmond also had 900 health, or no, it was 950, I think. I don't know how I managed this with only one silk heart. Okay. Oh, wait. I have Silksong. Means I can do this. Okay, so I just need to keep taking damage until I'm down to 1 health, and then rest. Yeah, overdose plus Druid's Eyes equals infinite silk. So I'm at 3, 2, 1. Now I just wait here. I'm pretty sure I'm locked out of the Hunter's Memento because I did miss a few entries in Lost Verdania. Now, if I automatically get those entries by beating the Clover Dancers, then it's fine. Oh, that's awesome. Does it actually do anything, or is it just cosmetic? I feel like if it actually does something, that would be a mod and not really a glitch. Because pretty sure the Goddess Crest doesn't actually do anything in vanilla. Oh yeah, yeah. The journal. Mm-hmm. Okay. Infinite Silk? Oh. That's cool. That would be extremely useful. Okay, where are the enemies from Verdania? Life scene. Oh yeah, these are the ones. Hmm. Okay. I don't have the entry for those lily pad mimics. Yeah, I don't have the lily pad mimics. Which, you know, means, yeah, you don't automatically, get the journal entry. How many did you have to kill for the journal entry? It's fine. I can get the Hunter's Memento on another file. You don't remember? Okay. Should probably heal up. I want to say to at least 8. Yeah. I don't really need full health for all this. Ouch. Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay. Yeah, the worst part about Architect Crest is the platforming. It's got a terrible pogo. And then I think it was left? Yeah, it was left. Yeah. At least you can pogo straight down if you equip the drills. I just don't want to use drills for the fight. Okay. Well... That's 4 mementos. I probably could just end it here. I mean, I got half the mementos, and I got 100%, and I got the true ending. I could get all the mementos that I'm not locked out of, which I think the only one I'm locked out of is Huntress Memento. Um, yeah, the only one I'm locked out of is the Huntress Memento, so I could probably get the other 3. Okay, I know there's the Sprint Master. There's the Champions Memento for beating Seth's high scores. What else is there? There's like one that I'm forgetting. Anyway. No, I said the race. You weren't listening. I said the Sprint Master. Is there a memento for getting all the songs on the psalm cylinders? Or maybe one for getting all the relics? Or for filling out the materium? Or I guess maybe one memento for all 3 of those things. Because it looks like there's one more thing on the materium, which I imagine is cargo because it is next to the Queen's Egg and Courier's Swag and Courier's Rasher. So this last thing on the materium is probably some type of cargo. Do I really want to end it with a delivery quest? So there's no memento for filling out the materium. There's no memento for getting all the relics, and there's no memento for all the psalm cylinders. Huh. Oh, you remember it? Oh, what is it? Is it another boss that I forgot to fight? What is it? Is it a Steel Soul exclusive thing? Or no, you said you got 7, and you got all except 1, which means it can't be Steel Soul exclusive. Oh, is that for beating the Path of Pain? Because I'd imagine the Path of Pain ends at the surface. Yeah. I am not doing the Path of Pain. I think I'm content with 4 mementos. That's half of them. And, You said there's a bench at the beginning of the Path of Pain. Are there any in the middle? Because I know that in Hollow Knight, the Path of Pain only had a bench at the beginning. Okay. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. You have Silksong. Fair, yeah. And I know Mr. Mushroom is one of the times you find Mr. Mushroom is on the surface. Is that the first time you find him or the last time? Or I don't know. Only one at the beginning. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, we are gonna switch to Reaper. It doesn't matter what tools we have, because we will not be able to use them. But I think I should switch to Cogflies and Tax, because the last time you find him. Okay, yeah. Oh. I've already seen the Mr. Mushroom ending when you beat Lost Lace, and I know I would have to fight Lost Lace again for myself to get that ending, because it's like tacked on to the true ending. Anyway, once I get to Fleetopia, I will try the Flea minigames. Now, the wiki recommends Shaman for Juggle and Reaper for the other two. Yeah, I knew there was a special ending involving Mr. Mushroom. I just didn't know you put in the work to get it. That's why I was shocked. Anyway, yeah, Flea Juggle, the recommended crest is Shaman, and for the other two minigames, it's Reaper. Yeah. Since I already have Reaper, I'll try one of the non-juggle games. Bounce is supposed to be the easiest one. So you said I need 69 for Flea Bounce. Yeah. Let's check the high scoreboard. Wait, when does Seth show up? Like... Am I supposed to go back to Nihilith's shrine and talk to Seth? Or do I talk to him here? In Fleetopia? Wait. Master Herald. Under Chapel fallen to the Monarch's might. So that's under the Ruin Chapel. Over Camp collapsed to Black Thread. Okay. Past Cradle's Peak. Yep, that's at the surface.
Da, fenestra.
Uh... Okay, but where is Seth? You said Seth goes to Fleetopia after you beat him in combat. So where is he? The Wish does look like Spore Shroom. Maybe that's how Hornet's able to understand Mr. Mushroom. Seth is in Greymore, so I have to talk to him in order for him to move to Fleetopia. Oh! When you said him, I thought you were talking about Mr. Mushroom. Sorry. So, Greymore, Shellwood, Grand Gate. Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood you. I thought you were talking about Mr. Mushroom. But the poem says Mr. Mushroom is under the ruined chapel. So somewhere in Moss Grotto, I guess. Anyway, you said Greymore? Any particular part of Greymore? Because if it's the part that's close to Bellheart, I could fast travel to Bellheart instead. Where Chakra was. Oh. You mean when I bought the map from her, or when she was protecting Bellheart? Because Chakra was in two distinct parts of Greymore. I'm gonna assume where I bought the map from her. Which was near Craw Lake. I remember that. The map. Okay, yeah. So I just need to find that place near Craw Lake. Okay. Oh. I guess I'll buy 4 strings, since I can afford them. So I found out Covetous Pilgrims can infinitely spawn in Bonegrave, so that might be a good spot. I mean, it is random whether they show up or not, but that might be a good spot for grinding. You know? The only downside is it's random. And also when they do spawn, they're alone. So I just... yeah. Whereas the Grand Reeds are, like, guaranteed to spawn in the Coral Chambers right underneath the High Halls. Shocker was... Oh, there he is.
Catestre. Megina fora.
Yep. Traveling. Yes. Sure. So where does he go next? Oh, Shellwood. What part of Shellwood? Yeah. The only one I could figure out on my own was the ruined chapel. It said under the ruined chapel, though, which means somewhere in Moss Grotto. Anyway, what part of Shellwood? Because I could either go to Bellheart or Shellwood. Okay, so closer to the Bellheart Bellway. Got it. Room with water and flowers on the way to Sister Splinter, yeah. And then you said Grand Gate after that. Let me guess. Right where near the shrine in Grand Gate? Okay. So I need to find the room with water and flowers. I think I remember which room you're talking about. I just... gotta get there. Right outside where I fought last Judge. Probably should have equipped the compass now that I think about it. Oh, water and flowers. And there he is. Hornet. Yep. Okay. So I should go to Blasted Steps then. You know, the reason the Coral Gorge was cut from Silksong was that it was, like, too beautiful and Farloom is supposed to be desolate. Isn't that funny? So, but instead, we got, like, a, like, ruined version of the Coral Gorge, which is, you know, Blasted Steps and Sands of Karak. I just thought that was a neat little tidbit of information. And we did get to see what the Coral Tower looked like in the memory. It would have been cool to see the whole gorge in the memory, though. If, like, the Coral Gorge was in the memory, um, like the entire thing and not just the tower, what would it look like? Yep. Ugh. Ouch. Okay. And we're at the last judge's arena. And here we are at the Grand Gate. Where is he? Seth? Is he here? I'm gonna go to the shrine and see if he's there. While I'm on the way, you can tell me if I missed anything. Yes, I found him in Shellwood. Am I supposed to find him twice in Shellwood? Or am I just supposed to, like, sit on a bench after finding him? Because I don't think I sat on a bench after finding him. Well, maybe I did. Yep. I'm gonna talk to him in Shellwood again. Yeah. That's a neat little detail. Actually, I'm gonna equip, I don't think I need the weighted belt right now because I'm not fighting. So yeah, I'm gonna equip the compass. And yeah, it's in. Yeah, it's from the Bellheart Bellway. Shellwood. Shellwood. Then yeah, yeah, that's really cool. Of the yarn that's woven from the star, the Lord of the universe, and every day. The pages freely flowing, Okay, he's not here anymore. Okay, so I guess now he's gone to the Grand Gate. Maybe I just had to sit on a bench first or something dumb like that. Okay. Plastic stamps. Okay. Grand Gate. So, is there another place that you're forgetting? I'm just gonna look up Seth on the wiki. Oh, he's already in Fleetopia. Okay, so you skip the Grand Gate encounter if you've already done Ecstasy of the End. Which, what quest is that? Oh, that's the quest for the Pale Oil. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so he's already in Fleetopia then. That is weird. Oh, it says you have to already have the Everbloom in order to skip that encounter. Did you do Seth did you do like the Seth quest before getting the Everbloom? That might be why. Anyway, Seth should be in Fleetopia now. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. So you do have to get the high scores in order for Seth to set new high scores.
Buenera.
Ah, Menoso.
Yeah.
Ah, Sakura Sila.
Grow fur and wings, yeah.
Bina Seru. Bina Seru.
Please don't score higher. Anyway, now let's check the scoreboard. We are no longer the grand champion. Yeah. I will try each minigame once. I'm not actually gonna like beat the high scores unless I do it first try. Okay. Yeah, I said I would try them each once. Okay. I can't believe that Seth got 90 in flea dodge. That is true. He is fast. Eh. Anyway, that's 2 games. I wanted to try every game at least once, so there's one more game. Now this one recommends Shaman, and of course, I don't get any tools, so it doesn't matter which ones I use. Anyway, after I do this one, I'll probably just call it. I know I said I would go for 6 hours, but I also said I would do 6 hours if it took me that long to beat all the bosses I wanted to do. And I did defeat all of the bosses that I wanted to. So, yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. It's a little bit shorter than my average streams. But, you know, I got a lot done. I got 100%, actually, a couple of streams ago. But I got the true ending, and I got... Well, I had 2 mementos previously, but I got another 2 mementos, bringing my total up to 4. So yeah, 100% true ending, half the mementos. I think... Well, I think it's time to take a break from streaming for a while. I'll return sometime in December. Probably Christmas, after the, celebration dies down. Yeah, I'll do a Christmas stream. And it'll be kind of like my birthday stream earlier this year, where I play a bunch of games suggested by the audience. I don't think it'll be as long as my birthday stream, though. Because, yeah, Christmas is definitely, one of those family holidays. Yeah, I'll play games suggested by the audience with, I think it was, 2 games chosen by me. That's what I did for my birthday, right? I chose 2 games and let the audience pick the rest. So yeah, I'll do that. Christmas, I probably won't stream until then. I might watch some of your streams if you happen to be streaming sometime in December. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short stream. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends, tell them to tell their friends, donate to my Ko-Fi if you have the ability and desire to support us. In the next stream, which will probably be the Christmas one I just mentioned, actually, it might be better to do the Christmas stream on Christmas Eve, now that I think about it. Anyway, in the next stream, we'll be playing a bunch of different games, 2 chosen by me, the rest of them chosen by the audience. Until then, stay fly. Probably should have waited to say stay fly because I still have to close out of the game. Now this is a little awkward. But yeah, no more streams until at least Christmas Eve. Yeah. Let's see, it's November 30th plus 24 days of December. That's 25 days without streaming. Hopefully I'll get some work on my book done. And, you know, watch some of your streams if you happen to be doing them, and